I heard Billy Thornhill tell Keith Jennings, "Why are you dribbling through the zone? Who you think you James Stockton?" That's what Billy Thornhill said to the greatest basketball player ever from college. He said, "Who you think you James Stockton?"
let's get to the GOAT, Culpeper's greatest basketball player. I want to hear about this. I want to hear about it. I got the book upstairs. I already know all this, but I want the people to know.
Greatest basketball player, greatest athlete.
Okay.
He was like that in football, baseball, all the sports. That joker was. He probably could have went pro as a shortstop in baseball.
So for the people that don't know, this is Keith, Mr. Jennings. We're talking about. How tall is this guy again?
5'7", pushing it.
5'7".
He pushing 5'7". You pushing it when you say that.
Yeah,
5'7" and play like he's 7 foot.
So either one of y'all, I just want some background on Mr. So just tell me what you remember about him, because I know what I remember. Like I said, I was an Orange kid, so he used to tear us up.
Yeah, we grew up in that's basically when I came up in that era. His 3 years, well, I don't remember him playing his freshman year, but his sophomore, junior, and senior year, that's when I was coming up through, middle school, elementary, and middle school coming up. And that's all everybody talked about, Mr. Jennings. So it was like, wow. I mean, you knew he was great, but you really didn't know how great he was.
Until you look back on it.
Yeah, until you look back on it now. I mean, right now, he still holds the district scoring record.
Without a three-point
career.
line.
Without a three-point
career
line.
Points. Without a three-point line. Think about that today.
Yeah.
I remember him playing, because he was best friends with my brother growing up. So I remember my first memories of Mr. playing was at YBA, when we used to play at Floyd T. Benz. And he used to play on the Orange team. And I used to, every game, man, this joker was probably when he was like 8, 9, and he was scoring 40. He was scoring 40 on a 10 backboard. When you hear that backboard, boom, he was scoring 40 on back then.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, he not only played, he was a 5'7", 120 pounds. He not only played varsity basketball in 9th grade, he played varsity football and varsity baseball in 9th grade too. He was an all-around bad dude. That joker, he was that small, but that joker could hit playing football. That joker would hurt you playing football, man. The basketball IQ was out of this world, though.
It seemed like he was always wide open, and not because nobody was guarding him.
He never made the wrong play.
Right.
I've never seen him make the wrong play on the ball. No, him and Dobie all running to the ball right here, and that's the out of bounds line. Somehow he gonna do something freaky and bounce it off one of our legs.
Yep.
And every time. I just never seen him make the wrong decision on the court.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like, and I've seen a lot of people play basketball, and I just never seen him make one bad decision on the court. I've never seen him come back and say, "Why did I do that?" Or "Why did I take that shot?"
Or you never asked him or got mad at him and be like, "Man, why the fuck you ain't pass me the ball?" Or "Why you ain't do this?" Or "Why?" You never second guessed his decision making. You never.
Even in pros, when I watched that video last night,
man.
I seen you could tell sometimes when the NBA coaches, they were saying stuff to him, but it wasn't like a talking down on him. They were kind of asking him, like, "What do you think?"
Mm-hmm.
You could tell what the respect level is when you can't even hear what they're saying by how the body language when somebody's talking to them.
Yeah. I told Mister when I saw him like a couple years ago, right? And I was on a plane coming back from Korea. Or I was going to Korea, 1 or 2 when I was in the Army. And I opened up a Sports Illustrated on the plane. And he was in the damn Sports Illustrated. I said, what? I had kind of lost track, right? I didn't realize.
Yeah.
And the story was about how he had the 3-point accuracy
leading
the nation.
Yeah.
And
that's unbelievable.
He was number 1 in assists for a long time until Bobby Hurley came.
Right.
2 people.
No, he got the number 2.
Because Chris Corchiani and Bobby Hurley were in front of him.
He got the number 2 all time in assists.
That's
Think
amazing.
about that.
NCAA history.
He's 5'7".
When you keep hearing
Cat
all
from
about
Culpeper,
from
Virginia,
a small town.
Inlet.
Do you know how my chest was stuck out when I used to live in New York City, when they all used to talk about New York City point guards, and I used to hear that shit, and I said, well, I don't give a damn, because the number 1 assist player, point guard in the NCAA history from Culpeper,
Yes,
nigga.
sir.
Yeah.
He from Culpeper. I don't give a damn about no Kenny Anderson, Dennis Smith. You talk about whoever.
Yeah.
Rod Strickland, all of them. Mr. Jennings is over top of them in
Yeah.
assists.
There's no debate about who the GOAT is
No.
in Culpeper.
In Culpeper.